Hello and welcome. It is the second or completion of that day of November 2021. My name is Derek. This is the Money Charts channel. It seems as if that what they've been stating, make sure I turn on the step 2 verification within my cell phone to use Creator Studio on YouTube. Well, maybe it's for advanced features, but it looks to me as if everything is as it always was before, as it goes. So, with that being said, let's start this off within the silver against the Canadian dollar, not the US, $29.09. In the weekly chart, we got a declining 18 average, albeit barely declining, and doing so after being sideways. Yeah, you can see the sideways ending August. And from then, it's just been albeit declining, no real price decline for that matter. The rally stopped or broke down to stop the rising 18 to a sideways in September of last year. One full year of this sideways consolidation, but it's deeper and deeper than that. As when I look at everything, and I'm going to have to go to the US chart to really go where I really want to go within this, but it's been a long, long consolidation for you have the 2009 lows, make this high. We still haven't even hit it yet. And of course, the US, what I'm talking about, we haven't hit yet. The literal number is the over 50 of 1980. Therefore, multiple support, multiple resistance, yada, yada, yada. And it's had this 18 and it's been correcting within it, but it's just not been going up. And we can see the 18 on the highs because it has had no big rallies. It's now starting to decently decline. 18 of lows is basically flat. And if we start breaking down from here, we'll start to decline. And we'd be looking at testing areas of, I'd have to think it hit the Fibonacci mark of 23. If, of course, I see. So a price action going down like 26 and a half Canadian, even 26 and three quarters, to me is a statement that price action should reach that. Whether it will or it won't, usually it does. But whenever a statement of a sentiment, bullish or bearish, happens, that doesn't occur, oftentimes expect a fast move in the opposite direction. That's what I've noticed in charts. Well, I first noticed that via trading. I never even knew what that would have been back in 2009, where I probably had like 3, 4, 5 good ones, close to in a row or whatever, over a 3, 4, 6 day period or whatever it was. And it's like, man, I thought the oil here or whatever it was I was trading was in a good setup, and a couple I knew were. And then what an interesting falter it would have had within, of course, short-term time frame for me. And that's when I learned the hard way that a failed setup that doesn't execute can often and more times than not have a really decently vicious, or whatever word I wanted, whatever best word, or for lack of better terms, vicious move in the opposite direction. Switching it to the US side, practically a lot about the same here. And we can see it hits this 28 and change level, and even closer to even breaking 30. On this session, pullback, retreat, but it makes a higher low, which is huge. And from the higher low, starts to have an interesting rally, but not going through. And like I stated, a failed setup can oftentimes have a big move in the opposite direction. And yeah, 4 straight decent candles, but not really, considering it just retested previous low. Overall, it's still majorly in this sideways consolidation. And today had a decent down day for percentage numbers, I suppose, with a 2.17% loss, as it's been battling with all these lower highs and lower lows since the start of the summer. And a matching high. Okay, so that ends the pattern of the lower highs. Now the question is, can it pull off a higher low? And if it does, if you're making lower highs, lower lows, then you make a matching high and a higher low, oftentimes make an inverted head and shoulders pattern, which means, say it comes down like 23, that would be the perfect target level. Even if it doesn't, if it bottoms here, it's going to be that strong level. Bottoms now, bottoms at 23.18, bottoms at 23, even if it bottoms at 22.50, or even matching low for that matter. If it comes back, and then, okay, we're back to 24 high change, and then it starts to break it, that's a huge pattern. Because it's already had, with just the setup itself, would probably have a good, it would be a statement of going to the 20, a retest of 28 and change. And in conclusion, I found out or read or heard like $52.50 was the highest that the market or the silver price traded at around the third week of January. I think it was the third week of January of 1980. Might have been the second week too, though. And then, of course, this long, long correction. And you asked me back then, silver, gold as an investment. I have no idea what you're talking about. You ask a lot of people today about gold and silver as an investment. They would probably have really no idea what that would mean at all for the vast majority. Because of such, and it's going to be a big shocker, I think, to a lot of people seeing how the price is getting out of hand. And right now, I'm seeing a little bit of prices going higher as it is, especially when it relates to stuff like food, gas, and so many other things. But silver and gold prices still haven't had any big boom periods, and there will be coming a time when people very fast and very quick are going to be having to learn and know about such, I truly believe, and thus would start a rush and panic to get into the physical silver commodity. And it's not that I think silver is great, and although I think it is, it's really always and always has been an anti-play on the fiat currency. So cryptocurrencies, most certainly on that, has been the anti-play there. But it's had an interesting, beautiful use amongst the internet. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.